Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this week's tutorial, we're going to be making the Pengling from Subnautica Below Zero. I hope that you guys enjoy this, and let's get right into the tutorial. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make an aluminum base for the beak. I decided to go with an open mouth, so I made two separate pieces for each side of the beak. Afterward, I covered the aluminum foil armature in Cosclay. The next thing I did was add some holes into the mouth, that way I could attach the teeth later. Next I took some isopropyl alcohol and smoothed the bottom of the jaw. I found that isopropyl alcohol helps the smoothing process go a lot quicker. Afterwards I rolled up some small pieces of clay to make the teeth and attach them to the beak. I think this was one of the most difficult parts, was painting the beak to make sure that it was game accurate. As you can see here, I took some acrylic paints and started painting the beak, making sure that both sides of the beak were as identical as I can get them. Creating gradients would be so much easier if you had an airbrush. I just wanted to show you guys how you can create a gradient effect with regular acrylics if you don't have an airbrush at home. I constantly applied paint and then smudged it with the other color in order to kind of create a gradient. The first few coats obviously were not perfect, but the more coats that you add, the better the blend will be. And as you can see here, I started painting the inside of the mouth. I started doing this in a little bit of an orange kind of flesh tone. Afterward, I went in with some pink just to kind of add some contrast to the color to give off a more realistic look. I am not a sewing expert, so what I did to create the pattern was crumple up some quilt batting and then cut some faux fur to size, and then I ladder stitched the faux fur around the cotton. After painting the beak, I added some high gloss varnish to it just to give it some extra shine. Afterward, I put some hot glue around the beak so that way I can glue it to the body. I used the same outline for the wings and the feet as last week's video where I show you guys how to make the adult penguin. The only difference is that I made it a little bit smaller. Now to airbrush this guy. I didn't get into too much detail into how to paint this guy since the design was pretty simple and straightforward. Just look at your references in order to get it game accurate. But just to give you guys a quick tip, when you guys are doing those stripes on the wings, I definitely recommend removing the tip of the airbrush, that way you can have some more accurate strokes. And that's a wrap. Let's go ahead and look at the final product.